2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Guess I'll find out real quick. Apparently, that's fantastic. I always love it when I press live. Never shows up on live, but then when I review the footage, oh yeah, I'm live. Yeah, it's just a bunch of me yapping for no reason. And that's pretty much what this is. There is. Yep, audio is good. Can't say I'm expecting a lot from this stream, but I'm doing it just to, get the hours in. Gotta put in the time. Welcome everyone to another edition of me calling random basketball games, and I'm Dr. Delay. And that's pretty much the intro. There's really not much here today. We have the DePaul Blue Demons, and they take on the Cincinnati Bearcats, and this is kind of an interesting format here. There's 16 teams in this tournament. Obviously, DePaul and Cincinnati, they are one of the two teams. They will play the winner of Oregon State and UCF. Colorado, Villanova, Tulane, USC make up the other side of the bracket. I don't know if they're going to show the other side of the bracket. I do know Butler was part of it because I got a random score notification that Butler won yesterday. I'm like, what the heck? I guess that's the NIT. No, this is not the NIT. This is the college basketball crown or something like that. I don't really understand what it really is. But we got just some extra basketball, so hopefully if you're a fan of these two teams, you're searching it up. If you don't have access to it, it is on FS1, so not really a common channel, but I will provide play-by-play as I usually do. If you like that type of stuff, feel free to subscribe. I call random games. Have my own small little YouTube channel. It's whatever. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to wait for tip-off as the commentators continue to talk. And they love to hear themselves talk. As I wait here with you guys, or myself. So apparently both these teams have players in the portal. But they are playing today because they kind of want to showcase their talents. So that's fair. I like that a lot. The college basketball crown. That is indeed the tournament, so we'll see what happens here today. Cincinnati, as you can see on the screen, Cincinnati is the favorite to win. They have an 80% chance of winning, according to ESPN Analytics. For full player stats, I guess we can look here. Okay, that is not what I thought that would do. So I'm not going to look at full player stats, but I can look at the leaders. Points per game, both these guys, both the teams have their highest points per game player at 12.8. That's going to be Gunn for DePaul and Jones for this camera off. I don't know. We'll go with it. No, James at 12.8. Rebound. Benson leading the team with 6.1 rebounds for Cincinnati. No, that's DePaul, pardon me. And Mitchell at 6.7 with Cincinnati. For assists, you have Blocker. He is averaging 3.1 assist points per game for DePaul. And James with 3.6 assists for Cincinnati. Again, not really much is known about these teams. They obviously didn't make the main tournament, but can, again, give you a little bit of a recent history here. They haven't played a game. DePaul hasn't played since March 13th, Cincinnati March 12th, and those both losses, albeit DePaul's last game was a double overtime thriller and a loss to Creighton. I believe did make it to the they did lose. I believe they beat Louisville, and I think they lost. Who did they lose to? They lost to the 1 seed up in the top bracket. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I can look at that later. Lost a close one to Creighton. Cincinnati lost to Iowa State, and I believe they also made the tournament. Solid teams there. DePaul averaging 72.8 points per game. Cincinnati 70 points per game. Pretty similar across the board. Field goal percentage 44.7 for 44.8. Rebounding exact same 34.5. 15 assists for DePaul, 13 for Cincinnati. Blocks, though, Cincinnati is in favor, and steals. So Cincinnati looks like, despite the lower offense, they have a better defense, and that's usually how it goes across all sports. When you have a worse offense, your defense tends to be a little bit better than, it's very rare, unless you're just absolutely garbage, that you have the worst offense and worst defense. They usually complement each other. Complementary football is what you always hear when it comes to Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, but I'll get into all that later if you want me to. If you don't, then that's perfectly fine too. So Chris Holtmann, the coach of DePaul, again leading his. This is a first-year season with him, 14-19 record. Not exactly a great, start. He was the Ohio State head coach for the last 8 years prior to this one. So he's got a lot of experience, a lot of big game experience. And then we switch it over to the Cincinnati side of things. Wes Miller is his 4th season as Cincinnati head coach. And this is his back-to-back. He has two 20-plus winning seasons, so this one is a little bit of a disappointment. As I will do my best to get that off your screen. And we are tipping off here. Looks like Cincinnati wins the tip-off. They're going left to right on your YouTube screen. He passes over to 1, who passes 23. And again, I will figure out the names later down in this one. It's going to be a struggle here. Here's number 1. He fakes it. He fadeaway jump shot. That's off the mark. Rebounded by DePaul. Bringing it up is number 2 of DePaul. DePaul going right to left, and they're also wearing all blue with a little bit of red. Beyond the arc here is number 2. He's looking to find a pass, and he passes it to 35. 35 passes to 1. 1. Trying to find someone to pass to. Finds 35 again. Again, they are beyond the arc. Number 1. 11. Jump shot 2. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Cincinnati. Number 1 hands it off to 23. Passes to 10. I believe number 2 is James, if I remember correctly. And it is James. With it for Cincinnati. James. Little jump shot. Heavy contested shot there. Rebounded by DePaul. DePaul bringing it up now. Going right to left again. Here is number 1 of DePaul. Former Big East rivals. No longer the case here. Here is number 35. Almost stolen away by number 10. But handled well by 2 as he takes a 3. That is off the mark. Rebounded, saved by number 1. He passes it to James, so it's heading out of bounds. It's number 23 here. It's a good number to have in basketball. Here's 55. Here's James from beyond the arc. That's off the mark. Rebounded by number 23. Almost 2 minutes have gone by. No score, but we have a chance. Corner 3. It's good. He opens up the scoring. That must have been the commentator's curse there for DePaul. Sorry, bud. 3-0 Cincinnati. 18:02 left to go in the first half. Of course, this game just starting. Passes to number 0. Passes to number 35. Number 2 with it. Number 2. Looking. Finds number 1. Fakes the 3. Step back 3. No, he's passing it around. Here's number 2. Number 2. Backwards pass to 35. Deep 2 there, and he gets it. So DePaul gets their first points of the game. Bringing it up the court is indeed James, the point guard of Cincinnati. And many of these players in the transfer portal, though I'm not too sure which one, but they are playing as they want to showcase their talents to the bigger schools. Here's number 2, James, passes to 10 for 3. That's in and out. Berger. DePaul with it now. Here's 35. The only points for DePaul so far. He's fighting to the rim, and he gets the bucket, and he's going to head to the line for 2. Benson of DePaul. N.J. Benson. He's from Mount Vernon, Illinois. 6'8", junior. Here's the free throw. That's off the mark, so it's going to remain at 4-3. DePaul coming in here with a 14-19 record, so I mean a loss here would be a 20-loss season, but they somehow got themselves into a tournament here. Here's James. Passes to 23. He's underneath the basket. Hook shot. That's in and out. Rebounded by Benson of DePaul. DePaul bringing it up now. Again, they're up 4-3. 16:37 is still on the clock here in the first half. Number 2 passes to 1. Wild pass, but handled well by 1. Passes to number 11 with the deep 3, and that one is off the mark. Rebounded by Cincinnati. Cincinnati now bringing it up. Oh, underneath the basket, and a slam dunk. He was free. Number 23 for Cincinnati. That is a Mitchell. So Cincinnati 5, DePaul 4. DePaul with it now. Here is number 0, who hands it back to number 2. DePaul. Again, 14-19, not exactly a lot of success. That's rare for usually Big East are pretty good at basketball. Here's Benson. He's taking a 3, and that is a brick there. Doesn't hit the rim. Number 1 with it now for Cincinnati. Number 1 looking, finds. Oh, it's stolen away by number 11 of DePaul. He's going 2-on-1. He misses the layup. Oh, man. Rebounded by Cincinnati. Here's number 10. He's taking it up. Fadeaway jumper. That's off the mark. Rebounded by number 11 of DePaul, who missed the layup there. Oh, and the pass is rejected and stolen away by Cincinnati. Some sloppy basketball right here, or you could say good defense. That 3 is in and out. Number 55 of Cincinnati had it, and then he just lost control of it as it goes out of bounds. That was Bandaogo. All right, that's going to be our first media timeout. Cincinnati 5, DePaul 4. As I will just chill, I guess, for a few minutes. If you're a first-time visitor, hey, comment. I'm all about commenting. Creighton lost to Auburn. That's who they lost to if you're tuning in the whole time. I'm just doing this just for fun. Trying to log in a live stream. I am pretty exhausted. I'm not even going to lie. I'm tired. Slept a lot. But I also didn't sleep enough. Does that make any sense? If you're just joining in, 5-4. It's our first immediate timeout. Cincinnati up right now. Not much scoring happening. Obviously, only 5 minutes. A lot of misses. As you see, both these teams are shooting in the 20 percentile. 28% for DePaul, 20% for Cincinnati. Cincinnati with 2 offensive rebounds, which is why they have 3 more shots. And towards the end there, we saw that they were kind of turning the ball over a little bit, or at least with bad passes to back-to-back turnovers. So how's your guys' bracket doing? Obviously, this is not March Madness, but you can still show it off here as I am in the 81 percentile. It was looking pretty bad for me prior to the Sweet 16. I was in the 50s. This camera's, I think it's just way too close. I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, 81%. So I'm hanging in there. I pretty much went all chalk, as you can see. So my Final Four is indeed correct. And I have Florida winning, which Florida doesn't really look like. They kind of looked suspect against UConn. They do roll against Maryland. I really thought after I live streamed this one, that ended up being an awesome choice as 1,000 people tuned in, which was crazy. I thought Texas Tech would beat Florida, but Florida ends up coming back against Texas Tech. So Final Four, of course, Auburn, Florida, Duke, Houston. But this one is the college basketball crown tournament. It's a very interesting. I never heard of it. Never heard of it at all. This one is live on FS1, which is why I'm doing it, because I don't really think that's a common channel. So I'm kind of taking advantage of that. The college basketball crown. It's in Las Vegas. Same as WrestleMania, but albeit 3 weeks earlier. As we await the inbounding in, they are inbounding, going right to left. Facing a soft press here. It's knocked out of bounds by Cincinnati, so DePaul's just going to keep it. As we resume play, I bet on steak. I have no idea what that is, Lyrical. I bet on steak. Steak. Is there a guy named Steak? You're going to have to enlighten me because I have no idea what that means. All right, inbounding is DePaul. They're playing fast. Number 2 going to the rim. He misses, trying to get his own rebound. And we have a stoppage of play. I believe the ball is going to remain with DePaul. Lyrical at I bet on steak. I'm just kind of trying to, I have no idea what that means. You know, I'm a pretty old man, so you're going to have to, if that's some lingo, you're going to have to describe that, man. Passing it around is DePaul. DePaul keeping it beyond the arc. Here's number 2. Number 2 driving inside. Now he's going to turn around, looking for someone else to pass to. Passing. Number 2, deep 3, draws the contact. Kind of a cheap foul there. Steak is a betting platform. Oh, yeah, I don't really bet. I'm not a bettor. Trying to replay in my mind where I said bet, but that's cool. Hopefully you're winning. I mean, did you bet any of these guys? Are you betting any of these games, I imagine? Are you betting this game between DePaul and Cincinnati? If you are, you might have a serious problem because I don't think many people are betting in this tournament. But I don't know. Cincinnati seems to be the favorite as they won 18 and 15. They were favored by, I believe, 8.5. You would probably know that if you were looking. DePaul has made 2 of their free throws so far, awaiting the third. As we got a cartwheel there by a DePaul cheerleader. Not exactly a loud crowd. Not many people here. And he makes all 3, so he has the 3 points there. DePaul up 7-5, 14:44 left to go in the first half. 14:36 is the time. Here's number 0. Passes outside to number 1, who passes back to 41. Here's 1. Driving inside. He loses the ball, and it's going to be DePaul ball. Total overtime total 138. Interesting. 138. I believe I saw the averages for these two teams, and they were 72 points DePaul averaged, and then it was 70 points for Cincinnati. So that totals to about 142. So I could see it again. Both these teams play much better defense than their offense as he works it down underneath. DePaul adds 2 points to that. So that's 9-5 here. Do you work a 9-5, Lyrical? I do not. I actually work an 8-5. And then I sometimes just work in the evenings 4 to 10-ish, depending on when I'm needed. Got a fadeaway jumper there, and that's off the mark, rebounded by DePaul. Of course, she did retract that message, so maybe that was fake news. I'm not too sure. Here is DePaul. DePaul with the ball, number 2. Again, I will get the names later down the road. Number 11, jump shot. That one, air ball. I don't think the Cincinnati defender was ready for it, but he does get the rebound, albeit off his face. 41 passes inside to Obadogo, and he gets 2. So it's now a 2-point game. 13-10 to go in the first half. DePaul going right to left on your YouTube screen. And stolen away by Cincinnati, but it's knocked out of bounds by DePaul. So, Lyrical, do you got any, I don't know, do you care about any of these teams, or is this strictly like a betting game for you? I mean, what you got here, man? You got any You just a bettor? Are you a sports fan? What's your story? Inbounding is Cincinnati. 12:52 left to go in the first half. Have to imagine there'll be a media timeout within the next few minutes. Here's James. He passes to 41. Fakes the three. He's driving inside with the Euro step. Gets the bucket and the foul. So he'll have a chance to complete the three-point play. 1, 2. Gets that shot off. So he'll head to the line here to complete the three-point play. I fear my buddy Lyrical has left. He is not there anymore. Trying to talk with him. It happens. Hey, betting is what you do here. It's a serious thing. All right, DePaul bringing it up here. Again, they now find themselves down 10-9 as they took the lead briefly. And they pass it. Here's number 23 of DePaul. Corner three, no. And we got a shot beyond the arc there. Heavily contested. Again, they like taking shots heavily contested. He just throws it away. Trying to play fast. And it goes out of bounds. I am here. Lyrical. So, what you got? Are you a basketball fan, football fan? Are you just a betting fan? Do you care about sports? You a fan of either of these two teams? What's your story, man? What's your story? DePaul inbounding, heading again right to left on your YouTube screen. Number 23, looking. Trying to find someone. Finds number 1. Finds 21. And he's looking. He finds 1. 5 seconds. He's just jacking it up. Oh, my goodness. Wow, what a shot there by Rivera. You're a cricket fan? There's no way. Well, that's cool. I've never interacted with anyone that has liked cricket before. At least that's what they're known for, because that's what you're saying. You are a cricket fan. You don't like any other sports. As James rolls it in there for 2, 12-12. Cricket. And do you live in the United States? There's no way. You might be trolling. This is April Fool's after all. 12-12. 11:15 to go in the first half. Number 21 shoots a three, and that is off the mark. Rebounded by number 65. And here's number 0. Driving inside. Turning. Hook shot. It's good. 2 points there for Cincinnati. 14-12. And the media timeout has to be coming soon, as that's usually what happens. 10:50 to go in the first half. Mark my words, within a minute and a half of gameplay, you will see a media timeout. Here's 23. He's driving. 21. Looking. He's heavy defense there by Cincinnati. Knocked away. Stolen. Number 41 with it. He passes back to 65, who lays it in. No, he misses the shot, but he should get 2 shots. And there it is. There is the media timeout. With your score, Cincinnati 14, DePaul 12. Lyrical. I'm going to have to look you up later, and I don't know if you have anything on YouTube, but I will. I just have to. Cricket. That's interesting. I'm not picking on you or anything. It's just never really hear people say, "Yeah, I'm a cricket guy." I'm a cricket fan. That's cool. What makes cricket so appealing? If you're still there, what is cricket? How does that? I know what cricket is to an extent, but how is it special? What makes it special? Did you grow up watching cricket? Is it something you grew into? That's interesting. You're just joining us. 14-12 is your score in this college basketball crown tournament. Never heard of it until today. I'm not even kidding. I'm going to be busy later on tonight as I'm helping out a friend with another YouTube thing. And I'm like, well, I got to get a live stream in. So this is where I'm at. I was just looking up what game's going on today. I was going to see if the Pirates played a game at 12. Well, no. They're losing tonight instead of now, or at 12 o'clock. And then I saw this game, and I'm like, what the heck? What kind of tournament is this? Everyone gets in a tournament nowadays, but oh well. 14-12. I mean, you got to be happy for if you're a fan of these teams. It's more basketball. It's more entertainment for your team. You know, you definitely want your team to win. It's another opportunity for them to win. Cricket is a tough game. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, I see. Again, the only thing that I really know about it is that the guy throws it and has to. I think it hits the ground first, and then it bounces in, and then they have this like paddle type bat, and they got to hit it. I mean, that is pretty tough. I can see where it being really tough. I don't really know what happens after that. And I don't know if I'll ever really get into cricket, to be honest with you, Lyrical. But hey, that's good. I mean, I like soccer. I don't know if you're cricket, I don't know if you're in the United States if you're cricket. I'm going to be honest, but you might be. But soccer in the United States, I love soccer. It's not popular here. It's not a popular game, and the men's national team losing to freaking Panama again. Yeah, I can see why people don't care about it because they're not winning. So, but we are returning to coverage here. The college basketball crown tournament. Again, I've never heard of this until today. I am not even kidding, not even trolling. Looking for something to broadcast today because I'm going to be busy tonight, and I haven't done a live stream in a few days here. So here is Zelat. We're going to do Zelat as he misses the first. Halvine Zelat from Blois, France. So you definitely know I pronounced that 100% wrong. Zelah. Cricket is famous in India, Pakistan, Australia. Yeah, I knew about India and all that, and I figured in that area for sure. Is that where are you from? That area? Are you from somewhere around there? Or? As DePaul has it here, they're passing it inside. Here's Benson. He's looking. Benson double teamed. Nice pass by Benson. Corner three. That's air ball. Rebounded by Mitchell of Cincinnati. Cincinnati bring it up. Here's James. Passes to number 10. Passes back to James. James trying to find someone. He finds number 0. Number 0 fakes a 3. Oh, nice crossover, but it's going to be ripped away. It's going to be a jump ball. I believe that's going to be DePaul ball there as they had possession. You're from India. Okay, cool. Well, hey, thank you for tuning in to someone randomly in the United States. That's cool. So what brought you here? Was it just the betting? Was it just the basketball? What brought you to this channel? As DePaul here, working his way. Number 2. Passing it around. Here's number 0. Number 0 with it. He's going to hand it off to number 11. Number 11 driving inside. Jump shot. Fade away. It's short. Rebounded by Cincinnati. Here's number 41. Bring it. And he draws contact. I believe that's going to be a blocking foul. As I will try to look more at what's going on with the stats here. As they are not shy about rotating players. Again, most of these, I've been told prior to the game, that a good amount of these players are indeed in the transfer portal, so they are going to be leaving these two schools. So you have to imagine that they're going to try to get some of these other guys that aren't in the portal some game time. So betting is strictly why you're here. Okay, hey, that's fair enough, you know. Hopefully, if this is your first time here, or second time, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe again. I will cover random games. Hopefully I earn that follow or subscribe. And if I'm not, hopefully I'm entertaining enough here as Mitchell passes to number 2, James. James with a fadeaway 2. And that one's off the mark. Rebounded by Benson of DePaul. DePaul bringing it up the court now. Benson, the big guy, bringing it up. He now passes to number 23. Here's number 23 with it. Passing it around. Here connects to number 0. 0 looking. Finds Rivera. That one actually goes out of bounds. It's knocked away. Rivera's like, I didn't touch it. But the referee disagrees, as Benson's jersey is ripped. Lyrical, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you post videos? And if so, what do you post here? As we have a corner 3 opportunity for Cincinnati, and it connects. Cincinnati, oh, they're not giving them the 3. It was only a 2. 17-12 is your score. You are too good. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Here's the jump shot here by DePaul. That one in and out. Rebounded by Benson. Benson, he is clearly their best player. DePaul, really, I mean, I imagine if he is in the transfer portal, that is going to be a big loss. Obviously, they could have wishing for a better season with him. 14-19 is the record, but, you know, solid player. As we have a deep 3. That one is off the mark. Benson accidentally tipped it in, so I'm just complimenting him. Looks like another guy was trying to take credit for it, so Benson won't be ruled here. Benson with a nice pass inside. 19-16 is your score. 7:40 left to go in the first half. Passing it around. Here's James with it. He's chilling. Calling for the pick. Now he's going away. He's passing it here to number 14. Number 14 is going to spin around inside. Jump shot. It is off the mark. Rebounded by Benson. Benson, again, it's only number 3 now. His number is 35, but the front of his jersey is ripped. Here's number 23 with it of DePaul. He loses the ball, but they're calling a foul here on Cincinnati as we head to another media timeout. With your score, 19-16, Cincinnati leading. How many rounds? Well, so you have 2 halves, two 20-minute halves. We are only 13 minutes through the first half. So 7 minutes will remain in this one. And it's probably going to take a while. Each basketball game, if it doesn't go to overtime, usually lasts around 2 hours. So whenever that first half ends, you got your 15-20-minute break, and then you come back. In the second half, if the game is close, be prepared for a lot of stoppages, a lot of timeouts, a lot of commercial breaks, because it's just how it works. It's kind of dumb, but I guess it builds drama. I don't know what they're really going for, but yeah, that's usually when the game slows down. If it's a blowout, then you don't really have to worry about it. But yeah, 2x20. But again, each game usually lasts about 2 hours. So as you see, again, we started at 2 o'clock and we're 35 minutes in, or 2 o'clock my time. We're 35 minutes in, and only 13 minutes of game time has passed. So it's that is college basketball. Really, that's any sport, to be honest with you. Here, I don't know how sports are broadcast over there, or how cricket is, but with all the commercials that they have to show, they have to take random timeouts. And like in the NFL, usually they do it after a touchdown, and then they kick off. It's a touchback. Oh, media timeout. It's so dumb. It's just so much stoppages of plays, and I don't like it as a sports fan, but I understand they got to get their money. But I also don't even pay attention to the commercials anymore. I don't even do it for the Super Bowl. Actually, this past year was the first Super Bowl I didn't watch. I was protesting the game. And albeit, apparently no one else did, so. Other than a few of my friends, but the grand scheme of things, people tuned in. So, but yeah, we got a commercial timeout here. 19-16, Cincinnati leading in the college basketball crown tournament. Not really a tournament I've ever heard of. But we're covering it because I got to cover something today. So we're now coming back here. We got an interview here with the Cincinnati head coach. He's just, I don't know, just talking. And he's complaining about his team. Oh, man, he sounds really upset. He really. All right, so we're coming back here. 7:09 left to go in the first half. Cincinnati up by 3. So we'll see. As DePaul is going to inbound underneath their own basket. We wait to see what's going on. All right. Whistle's blown. He's looking to find a pass. And it is intercepted by Cincinnati as he goes underneath, but we get the tip in by Mitchell. 21-16 is your score. Cincinnati up by 5 with 6:53 and counting left to go in this one, or in the first half, pardon me. Here is number 0. He's passing it to number 40. He hands it off to number 23. Passes back to 0. And he drives in the basket, and we have a foul on Cincinnati, so DePaul should retain possession. Inbounding for the Blue Demons is going to be Thomas, number 23. Hands it out here. Is number 40. Oh, wild pass, and that one's just going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Cincinnati ball. DePaul kind of, well, again, they went 14-19 for a reason, so you can't really say that they're struggling. This might be just every day. Here is James of Cincinnati. James driving to the basket. It's blocked. Rebounded by DePaul. I don't know if that counts as a rebound or just stolen away. Here's Rivera of DePaul. DePaul, he loses the ball. He's looking for someone to pass. Driving inside. Rivera spins around. Heavy contact. And there's going to be a shooting foul. And Rivera's going to head to the line for 2. Rivera here, Isaiah Rivera from Geneseo, Illinois. And he misses the first. Number 0 of Cincinnati is going to check in here. It's Skillings. As Reed will head to the bench. And they're showing a random Utah fan who's having a great time, apparently, just shouting at the top of his lungs. Here's Cincinnati bringing it up here. They're up 21-17. That's a football score. You know I love football scores if you've listened before. Number 41. Driving. Fadeaway jumper. That's off the mark. Rebounded by number 23 of DePaul. DePaul playing fast. It's intercepted. Oh, what a save by number 0, Skillings. Number 41 bring it up here of Cincinnati. Number 41. Alley-oop. Oh, denied. DePaul now with it. Number 11 looking. He's in the paint. He's trying to find someone. He finds number 2 on the outside. Number 2 measuring his opponent. Now he's going to start working his way to the left. Passes to Rivera. Rivera now looking. Driving inside. Driving to the lane. He gets the contact. They're going to say it's a foul in Cincinnati, but there's no shooting foul as he waved it off there. Cincinnati already was 6 fouls, so they got to be careful. Actually, that was their 7th, so I believe that is the bonus, and he's going to get a 1-and-1 opportunity here. 21-17 is your score. 5 minutes left to go in the first half of this college basketball crown tournament. If you've never heard of it, you're in the same boat as me, as Rivera misses the first one, so no second one for him. James passing it. Here's number 3, working his way inside. Passes to number 0. Number 0 with it. This is, I believe, Skillings. Skillings misses. Passed it inside as there is a foul by Obadago. He's on the ground. Or no, Bandago, not Obadago. Bandago. So I believe that's going to be a shooting foul. So Bandago is going to head to the line for 2. And Bandago makes the first. So I've just been told something on Diamond Dynasty, so that's great. The new program is a joke. That's fantastic. Bandago here trying to hit both, and he does. 23-17 is your score. 4:53 left to go in the first half. Here's DePaul bringing up heavy pressure. Oh, but it leaves underneath open. Now it's a double team underneath. They closed in pretty fast. Working his way in the outside. Here's number 11. He passes outside at 2. 2 with the 3. That one is an air ball. Oh, Mitchell with the nice moves. Mitchell passes. Corner 3 opportunity for number 3. Hits off the mark. Rebounded by DePaul. DePaul playing fast. Number 23. Passes outside to number 11. Number 11 with the 3. That one is off the mark. We are missing a lot of shots here. Here's Skillings. I really hope that's right. And we got a James 3. It's good. And it's 26-17 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Cincinnati controlling this one. Now extending their lead by 9 points. 26-17 is your score with 4:05 left to go in the first half. Lyrical, if you're still here, did you bet on the actual main NCAA bracket? As you can see, this is my Final Four. I picked Florida to win over, I believe, Houston. I don't know if you're still here or not, but if you are not, hey, I appreciate you tuning in and watching. That was fun. As I will investigate what this new program is. New program for MLB The Show. I will not be offended, by the way, if if anyone has to go, they do the thing. Hey, man, I'm not going to be upset. You do your thing. I will not be offended. I'm used to getting, like, much less than this, so. Anyway, it is what it is. As we are on commercial break. 26-17. I couldn't find any information. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out at halftime. 26-17. Let's go over some of the stats here for the millions watching right now. Cincinnati, leading scorer is Mitchell. Mitchell has 6 points. James with 5. Lukausis, number 41 of Cincinnati, with 5. Bondago with 4. Thomas with 3. Skillings with 2. And Zelat with 1. For DePaul, not much happening. Only 4 players have scored for DePaul. 6 points for Benson. 4 points for Gunn. 4 points for Rivera. And Blocker with 3. So DePaul really struggling right now to get it inside the basket. Cincinnati, honestly, is struggling as well. But when DePaul's struggling more, it is perfectly okay. As you have a little bit of leeway here as they show that's a pretty neat little trophy. It's like a crown. Though they should make crowns for each player. I think that would be pretty cool. You know. Leukosis. That sounds like a disease. I probably pronounced it wrong. All right, we're making our way back to the court. Again, 26-17 is your score at the half of this college basketball crown tournament. And if you've never heard of it before, same. Same. All right, finds the open guy in the middle, Rivera. Passes in the corner. Here's 11. 11 working his way inside. He's going to hand it back out to number 2. That is Blocker. Blocker with it. Passes. Number 0 with the deep 3. That's off the mark. Rebounded. Now Thomas can't believe it. That was a D'Amico, number 0. Leukosis pointing. Leukosis. That is definitely not how you pronounce it. But we're just going to go with it. It's fine with me, I guess. Might as well have fun. Here's James. 3:41 left to go in the first half. He's passing it around. Here's number 3. This is Zelat, who passes to Mitchell. Mitchell with it. Mitchell. Jump shot 2. That's good. Good shot there. 28-17. Still a football score. Usually what you see until you get to the 40s. 11-point game. Dylan Mitchell with 8 points for Cincinnati. Here's number 23 of DePaul. This is Thomas. Thomas looking. Finds number 40. 40. Pounding it inside. Oh, nice pass to Thomas. Nice cut. Nice pass. Thomas with a nice 2. 28-19. Under 3 minutes here in the first half. This is James with it. James passes to Mitchell, who hands it back to James. James looking, finds number 3. Number 3 passes to Mitchell. Mitchell with it. Mitchell passes to 3. 3 trying to find somebody. Finds James beyond the arc. It's off. Zelat with the rebound. And it's good. 30-19 now. Cincinnati up by 11 once again. 2:16 left to go in the first half. Thomas finds number 40. Number 40. I believe 40 is Benson. I could be wrong, though. And that's good. Yeah, I believe 40 is Benson because made him change his jersey. Here's James. He passes to Mitchell. Mitchell with it now. Trying to find somebody spinning inside. It's off the mark. Rebounded by Thomas of DePaul. Again, they are down by 9. And that's a bad pass. Intercepted by Mitchell, who lays it in for a nice, smooth 2. Had an opportunity here to make it 7-point game. DePaul with 8 turnovers. Cincinnati taking advantage of those. 10 points off turnovers. Here is Benson. Benson working his way inside. Heavy contact. I believe that's a shooting foul. I could be wrong. So he's going to head to the line. Oh, pardon me. I slept all last night, but I still don't feel great. I feel like I could use some more sleep. Here is Benson. NJ Benson had to change his number 35 to start this game, but his jersey was ripped, so now he's number 40. And Skillings messed that up. Benson missed the first free throw, but Skillings stepping inside. As Skillings checks out, here's Lukosis. That's definitely not how you pronounce it, but that's what I'm going to say because it's kind of funny, and we're just going to go with it. And it's good. So Benson makes the first. (32-22). We got a loud fan still enjoying himself as he's screaming. He might not be there in the second half. Wouldn't surprise me. 32-23 is your score. Cincinnati up by 9. Passing inside to Bandongo. Bandongo's going to miss, but he is fouled. Wife just got home from work, so I may have to see her in a few seconds. Actually, I'll just wait till halftime. Bandongo's going to head to the line here, trying to make this a 10-point game. Bandongo gets the first one. 33-23 is your score. Cincinnati up by 10 with a minute left before the half. If you don't know what tournament this is the College Basketball Crown Tournament. I know, I've never heard of it myself. But here we are. Pardon me. Here's the second, and that's going to be a miss, rebounded by Benson, who hands it to Thomas. Thomas with it now, passes to Marco, back to Thomas, back to Rivera. Rivera with it. He's looking. He finds number 11 with it. 11 passes to Rivera, who passes to Marco. DeMarco with the three. That one's short. His shot seems to be off. This is forgot his name. Mitchell passes to Lukosis, who loses the ball, but they're might say a shooting foul. (33-23) is your score. They're kind of looking to see if it's going to be a shooting foul or not, if he's going to head to the line. Lukosis is standing there. Not really many people are. So we got an inbounding opportunity here for Cincinnati underneath their own basket. Here, I believe that's Reed, pardon me. Bandongo passes to Lukosis. Lukosis. Oh, he's going to get charged with an offensive foul. May have done a little bit of flopping for sure. But he did extend the elbow. Bandongo couldn't believe the call, though. Bandongo's face was funny. 33-23, 19 seconds before the end of the first half. This is the College Basketball Crown Tournament. Again, if you've never heard of it, you're right there with me. I didn't find out of its existence until 2 hours ago. Passing it around. Here's DePaul trying to make this a single-digit contest. Thomas underneath. He misses underneath. Oh, no. Cincinnati with 1 second. He's just going to chuck it up, and it is no good. And at the end of the first half, your score, Cincinnati 33, DePaul 23. You're listening to Dr. Delay on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe if this is your thing. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired, and the game's not that exciting. So it's not my best performance. But if you watch me in the future, if you don't want to subscribe today, that's fine. But if you watch me again in the future, you have to subscribe then. That's the deal, okay? That is the deal. And I'm going to check on some things around here. The wife, of course. And I will be right back. Welcome back, everyone. It's still halftime. I had to attend some personal business at halftime, and we're all good now. It's 33-23. I had to get my voice back. 33-23, Cincinnati up by 10. Very lackluster first half for the most part, so that's why I'm almost falling asleep. And it doesn't help that I lacked some sleep earlier today. DePaul, again, coming in with a 14-19 record, so not much was expected by them today, and they are kind of living up to that low expectation. Cincinnati, 18-15. You have to imagine they were the favorite. They actually were favored by 8.5. If you look at the comments, we had a sports bettor in the comments, so I'm sure he betted on Cincinnati. They come in again, 18-15 record, and they look like they are definitely in cruise control and look to win this game outright. It is the College Basketball Crown Tournament. So a lot of, if you never heard of it before, well, me neither. I've never heard of it before. And I guess they're just putting tournaments for every little thing. As teams back out from tournaments or invites. So, they're looking for people and teams to fill, looking for more money to be made. So not really much is being made at the arena. I can tell you that, as there's not many people there. 33-23 is your score, so we're just kind of waiting for the second half as both these teams playing in the first round. The winner moves on to the last 8, I guess, the Elite 8 of this tournament. Pardon me. Right. But yeah, I'm not even going to promote my channel here. I'm just going to be honest with you. Not much here to look at. This is just a game to get in the stream. This is a game to just kind of, just to get in a stream this week. I do plan on broadcasting the Pirates game tomorrow, but we'll see if that is going to happen, as I'm unsure. I'm day-to-day on my job, so it's always working, seeing what's happening. I don't even know what that means. All right, looks like we're coming back here. Cincinnati 33, DePaul 23 is your score at the moment. Field goal percentage 41% for Cincinnati. DePaul at 32%. From 3, DePaul is at 9%, 1 for 11. Cincinnati, again, not much better, 2 for 9 from beyond the arc. Free throw percentage, Cincinnati at a 71% clip. DePaul at 66%. Offensive rebounds are another main difference in this one, as Cincinnati at 6 offensive rebounds, DePaul at 2. For total rebounds, 23 for Cincinnati, 16 for DePaul. Again, not much splitting these teams. I mean, there are difference in turnovers. Three stat difference there. Cincinnati with 9 or 9 fouls. DePaul was 6. That doesn't really matter until personal fouls later in the game. Turnovers here, 6 by Cincinnati, 8 by DePaul. And that's been another thing, just a lot of turnovers in this one. So a very sloppy contest. As we have another interview here with the DePaul coach. He was the coach of the Ohio State University for 8 years. I don't know if they mutually left or just didn't. I don't know what happened there, but he is now the coach at DePaul in his first year, 14-19. Again, probably would like to see better results here, but it is what it is. As we are about to resume here, inbounding here is Cincinnati. They are going right to left on your TV screen or YouTube screen or whatever you're watching. Here is number one with it. Number one looking, finding. Oh, corner three by James. It's good. 36-23 is your score now as we begin this second half. Taking it up is DePaul here. Number two looking. This is, I believe, Blocker. He passes, and it's stolen away. This is Mitchell, and he misses. And there is some contact there, and I believe he's going to go to the line for two shots. So here's Dylan Mitchell. He's got 10 points so far in this game, one of the few bright spots. And he makes the first. And here's the second. And in-and-out burger there as it's rebounded by DePaul. Bringing up is Blocker. Blocker looking. Finds DeMarco. Passes back to Blocker. Passes back to DeMarco. DeMarco trying to find someone. Here is, I believe that's Gunn. Gunn driving inside. Fadeaway jumper. It's good. I just subscribed on my phone. Hey, thank you, Christopher. I appreciate it, man. I do. That's awesome. I kind of just do random live streams. Mostly Pittsburgh stuff, so I do apologize if you're a Cincinnati Bearcat, as that three is off the mark. But it's handled well by Bandongo, who gets the rebound there in the 39-25. What brings you to my channel? Are you just a basketball fan, or are you a fan of one of these two teams? Always like interacting with, random people, sports fans specifically, It's something we all have in common. I'm more of a football guy as there's a foul. Christopher LeClaire. Thank you again for the subscription. As we have a stoppage of play here. DePaul about to inbound. Here is Gunn. Gunn with the jumper. It's good. 39-27. I am Cincinnati. Oh, you're Cincinnati. Oh, man. Well, hey, we're going to get along, I'm sure. As I wouldn't say I'm a diehard here. Cincinnati's driving to the basket, loses the ball. He does recover. I'll finish that statement after this possession. Mitchell driving inside. He's looking to find someone to pass to. Finds James. James of Cincinnati. Here's two. That's way off here. Rebounded by Benson. I'm a Steelers fan, Pirates fan, Penguins fan. Oh, and I also cheer for the Pittsburgh Panthers, so I'm sure we will get along just fine. I don't know if you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan or Reds, that's cool too. I'm sure that'll be fun. Nice going back and forth. I have cousins that are Bengals fans and Ohio State fans as well. So, we don't always, but when we chat, it's usually just all in fun, of course, as that shot is rebounded by Cincinnati. 39-27. It's number 41 here passing to number 1 of Cincinnati. I believe this is, I pronounced it Lukosis. That's definitely not his name, but just for fun. Oh, his pass is off the mark, stolen away by Blocker of DePaul. That shot is way off. Blocker gets his own rebound and puts up the 2. $39-29 is the score. Cincinnati up by 10. Here's number 1 in the corner. Thomas, I knew that. Lukosis with the 3. I know that's not his name, but that is what I'm pronouncing it. 42-29. It's probably Lukos. I don't know, something European here. As Gunn loses the ball, passes to Marco. Gunn, fadeaway 2 for DePaul, and that one is short. Rebounded by James. James bringing it up. Nice pass to Thomas, and he just nice smooth finish at the glass. 44-29, Cincinnati up by 15 now. Cincinnati again playing in this tournament that I just discovered was going on today. I've never heard of the College Basketball Crown Tournament. As Blocker tried to drive to the basket, but I believe he was contacted and fouled by Mitchell. So, Christopher, I don't know if you're still here or not. Again, thank you for subscribing. That's awesome. I appreciate it. You a big basketball fan? You a big football fan? You know, were you kind of disappointed with the Bearcats season this year, or was this kind of about where you expected them to be, you know, with the 18-15 record? And what's your outlook on the football season as Benson working his way inside for DePaul? Oh, and he gets the shot and the foul. Benson is clearly DePaul's best player. He's been lights out for him. It's a shame, though, there's not four more of them. Benson working his way on Bandiago, I believe. Bandiago. College Basketball Crown is a new. Yeah, I know. It's never. I woke up this morning. I was trying to find something to stream because I'm going to be busy tonight. And I hadn't streamed in a few days. Live stream, calling a game. Here's Mitchell with it. To stumble upon Cincinnati playing at 2:00 Central. That's where I live in the Central Time Zone. The coast passes inside of Bandiago, and I believe he was pushed out of bounds by DePaul, so I believe there's a foul on DePaul as they clap hands here. We're going to head to our first media timeout of the second half. 44-32 is your score. But yeah, like, you know, did you expect Cincinnati to make it to the big tournament, the March Madness tournament, or, you know, was this kind of about what you thought? I know you guys apparently have had some 20-win seasons in the past few years. So I guess I'd have to imagine it's a little bit of a disappointing season. I'm not too sure. Let me actually, you know, considering you're a Cincinnati Bearcat, I'm pretty sure the Pitt Panthers play you guys, and I'm sure you might have that. I'm not necessarily a diehard college fan. I've been getting into it more lately, you know, just to broaden my horizons, but also, you know, just I expected the Bearcats to make the tournament. Okay, I figured as much, you know, with the recent 20-win seasons you guys have had, so... But I'm sure you'll be, of course, cheering for them in this tournament. Obviously, you definitely want them to show out strong for this tournament. You know, I know I've heard you guys are losing some people in the portal, so hopefully you guys are able to rebound strong. It's a shame we're not in the Big East together anymore. It is what it is, but you know, it's off to better things. Maybe Pitt joins the Big 12. There's always talk of that. Or at least in the past year, there's been serious talk with the ACC kind of like falling apart, especially with Miami and Clemson. I try to search. I believe we play each other in football this year, so that would be pretty fun. I could be wrong. I could be. No, we do not play each other. My bad. So our non-conference, Duquesne, Central Michigan, West Virginia. Shoot. Oh, Notre Dame. Okay. So not Cincinnati. We did beat you guys last year. Sorry. No, Cincinnati Bearcats don't play the Pittsburgh Panthers this season. Again, I kind of miss the Big East days, which, you know, I was kind of younger then, obviously. If you look at me, you know, I'm in my 20s. I did grow up with them in the Big East, and them, you know, Pittsburgh always having a rivalry with Cincinnati. Like, he'd always talk with like a lot of disdain for Cincinnati, Rutgers for some reason. He couldn't stand Rutgers. Those were the days. West Virginia, of course, but they seem to have an agreement to where they're playing for a while now. But yeah, I'd like to play Cincinnati again every year. You know, I don't know. That's just part of the modern college of just, you know, it's all about money now. You know, you just kind of losing these rivalries, you know, when we go to our different conferences. So maybe one day we'll be in the same conference again. But again, good luck. Good luck, of course, to you guys this season. And of course, good luck in this tournament. As again, Cincinnati running away right now, up 14 on DePaul, as we are just interviewing, I believe, some random fans in the stands. Inbounding is Cincinnati. Underneath throw, basket, alley-oop. Oh my goodness, what a pass, what a shot. 46-32. I guess that's a little bit ahead, so I do apologize for that. Here is Thomas of DePaul. DePaul looking, and there's going to be a foul. I believe an offensive foul on DePaul. Could be wrong. So, yep, that's going to be Cincinnati ball. Oh, I forgot the teams that they would play. Oregon State was one of them. Winner of this game moves on and plays the winner of tonight's Oregon State and somebody. It's probably on the ticker. I'll go ahead and keep an eye on the ticker. Here's Thomas of Cincinnati. He passes. It's going to be deflected by the other Thomas's foot. We have Thomas versus Thomas action here. I guess this is in Las Vegas. Las Vegas tournament. Everything's in Las Vegas now. The Oakland A's are going to be in Las Vegas. The Oakland Raiders are in Las Vegas. WrestleMania is in Las Vegas. Everything but real fans. All right, inbounding here in Cincinnati. This is Thomas. Thomas going for the alley-oop again, but the ball is literally stuck in between the rim and the backboard, so we have a stoppage of play, and it's going to be DePaul ball. Mitchell had it, couldn't quite secure it, and his body weight kind of slams it in as he's kind of smiling about that. Oh, we got a bad pass by DePaul. It's stolen away. And alley-oop city, and Bandago couldn't quite slam it home, but he's going to knock it in as he's in all smiles. Skillings with the nice pass there. Panthers were undefeated. Oh, I know. Oh, my gosh. Talk about a choke. It all started with the SMU game, man. And I thought about going to that because I actually live in Texas. I used to live in Pennsylvania when I was younger. But, you know, when you're 8 years old and your parents want to move, you really have no choice in the matter. So, as that rebound there by Cincinnati, 50-32, he misses the free throw. But, yeah, I thought about going to the SMU game, and I'm glad I didn't because that was a blowout. And from then on, you kind of see that Pitt was just not competitive. Then we lose to Toledo in a bowl game. That was literally the icing on top. So, I don't really have that many. I don't have high standards for this upcoming year. I'm hoping we can be competitive, but that was a really frustrating loss to the year. I can't seem to remember. How did Cincinnati do? They weren't a bad team, right? I don't think you guys were too shabby. I'll go ahead and just look that up myself here. Kind of curious. Cincinnati. Really slow with this because Cincinnati Bearcats football. It doesn't look like you guys are too great. Let me hold on. Inbounding here is Cincinnati. So I try to find some stats here, and I can't. Here's Skillings with the three. That one is off the mark. Be great if I can find the. Oh my gosh, whatever. I'll just have to deal with it later. DePaul misses, rebounded by Cincinnati. Why can't they show me the freaking schedule? They usually do. That's why I try to do it on one hand. Skillings with the nice lay in there. 20-24. Is that so hard? Oh, guys, we're 11th. That's not good. 5-7. Okay, you guys were kind of mid. Just like us, really. So, I feel you there as we have a media timeout with 13:46 to go. This game is kind of breaking open for Cincinnati's favor. 52-32 is your score with 13:46 left to go in the second half. Yeah, Bearcats finished 5-7, which I do remember. I remember watching the Pitt Cincinnati game. Close game. Could have went either way. Very close. Yeah, 28-27. beating Towson, then losing, but 1 point to Pitt. And I kind of came back. Yeah, because I remember, like, man, we're kind of getting beat by Cincinnati. Like just everything. You guys look so much better. Like the O-line. Remember the O-line was a problem. You guys were definitely disrupting there. But Pitt, I guess, coming back. Cincinnati beating Miami of Ohio. I believe they were pretty okay in the MAC, I believe. So I got to check this message here. If you're just tuning in, 52-32 is the score. It's a commercial break, so I'm not just kind of rambling here. And then Cincinnati beating Houston 34-0. So you guys are 3-1, losing a close one to Texas Tech, beating UCF, beating Arizona State, and then you can see the wheels started falling off, losing to Colorado. I remember that. I remember you guys. I felt like you guys were going to win that one. I'm kind of anti-Colorado, or was. I don't really think I'm as much anymore, but we'll see. I mean, if Colorado's not going to be relevant, then I don't really have any energy to spend on them. West Virginia beating Cincinnati. Oh, wow. Definitely a season, I think, it could have been easily, you guys could have easily won many of these games. So what are your expectations, Christopher, if you're still here? Again, thank you very much for subscribing, helping the little guy out. We got to all help each other. What are your expectations for this upcoming year for Cincinnati? So you guys open up hosting Nebraska. That's going to be a good game. Wow, it's an Arrowhead Stadium. I wonder why. I don't understand the neutral site thing either. I don't know if that's probably something you might agree with me on. Like, why is everything a neutral site game? Come on, like, let's just do a 1-1 and get it over with, you know? But maybe you disagree. Maybe you like the neutral site, you know? Again, that's part of all of us being human. We all have different opinions on things. That's totally cool. I personally 1-1. Why not give your home fans the luxury of hosting another good team instead of all just traveling for a one-off? That's just me. That's just me. So yeah, if you're still here, Chris, I'd like to know just your thoughts on what your expectations are next year as DePaul is inbounding. They are down by 20. The game is kind of ran away from them. DePaul here with it. Here's Thomas of DePaul. DePaul probably going to get their 20th loss in the season. Ironic because they're playing a tournament right now. They're at 14-19. Thomas working his way. Passes outside to Rivera. Rivera with the deep three, and that's good. 52-35 is your score. Cutting the lead to 17. Now, I do say that with a bunch of irony, as it's still quite a blowout right now. 52-35. Here is James with it. James trying to find somebody. He's dribbling around. James finds DeMarco. Or no, that's Lukosis. Passes inside to Zealot. Or Zealot, I should say. And that one is rebounded, and he's fouled. Griffith there with the rebound. I expected Cincinnati Bearcats better than the 5-7 season. Yeah, I would say so. Again, you guys started off pretty strong. What are your expectations going into 2025? Do you think they're going to be a bowl eligible team, or do you think we kind of lost a lot of players? What's your expectation there? I believe that's Skillings with the nice 2 there. 54-35. Cincinnati leading up by 19 with 12:45 to go in the second half. DePaul looking like they might be heading home once again. Thought their season was over, but then they get an invite to this tournament. Rivera passing outside to Thomas. Thomas with a 3. It's good. 54-38 now is your score. Thomas. Yeah, they have Thomas for each side, so I understand why that can be a little confusing. 54-38 is your score. James now with it for Cincinnati. Cincinnati passing. Here's Skillings. Griffith back to Skillings. Passes to James again. James looking. Dribbling to the basket. Oh, it's blocked by Benson. Benson again, one of the few bright spots for DePaul. Here's Gunn. Gunn Trying to find a shot, does not find one. Ironically, gun and shot. Haha, I know. Rivera with it. Rivera. And that's a reach-in by James. And he's going to be fouled. And we have another media timeout. So at the, I believe, third media timeout, it's a 54-38 Cincinnati up by 16 with 11:50 to go in the second half. Again, if you're new to the channel, this is kind of what I do. Every few days, I will try to live stream a game, which, again, I'm a Steelers fan, Pirates fan, but I will stream other games. You know, if there's nothing going on for, you know, what I can do, I will stream a random game. This one, of course, caught my eye with the tournament I never knew existed until today, just a few hours ago. I'm like, what the heck is that? The College Basketball Crown Tournament. And if there's a game in the near future that you would like me to cover, if you can't watch it, hey, do you have this one, Dr. Delay? I got you. I'll see what I can do about it. All you got to do is subscribe, leave a comment. Hey, can you cover this game? And I'll do it. Triskadeka, so one of my main followers here, he always comments, so I believe he's probably working today, or just unable to watch. He recommended the Arkansas-Texas Tech game, and I ended up getting 1,000 views. So again, I'll do it. You know, that was the best video or the live stream I've ever done. So obviously not the same today, and that's perfectly fine. You know, I love sports. You know, I'm kind of getting back into basketball, college basketball specifically, NBA. I mean, I'll cover it if you ask. I don't know if I'll go out of my way to cover an NBA game, but we'll see. I do like college basketball, though, because they definitely play with a lot more hustle and heart, you know, whereas the NBA is more of like shoot a three and then casually get the rebound and then go to the other end, shoot another three. I don't know. That's just not exciting stuff. And, of course, in the fall, Pittsburgh Panthers, you know, football. I don't know if I'll cover them. You know, I'll just cover some just college games that, again, are not nationally known or nationally televised. You know, try to get the ones that are harder to reach, you know. Pardon me. Didn't mean to sound like an idiot there. But we're back. 54-38 is your score. Cincinnati up by 16. As they're showing highlights of this game. Get some water. The only NBA team I like are Miami Heat and Golden State Warriors. Yeah, I get it. I mean, they play kind of exciting basketball. They did, at least a few years ago. I don't know. I like the Philadelphia 76ers, but I'm not going to. I mean, obviously playing bad here is DePaul. Gunn working his way inside. He is fouled as he takes a shot. He does miss, so he's going to head in line. But even when they were in their heyday, a few years ago, making the playoffs, just not much really that interested me about the game. But I do enjoy college basketball much more. It's again it's a more pure version of the game. It really is. As he misses the first free throw attempt there. Paul again, probably going to be one and done here. Both these teams haven't played since the middle of March, so you have to see that Cincinnati definitely shook off the rust earlier than DePaul has. DePaul, they probably still have the rust on them, as it's a 15-point game. 54-39 is your score. Cincinnati up by 15. James passes to Skillings, who slams it home. He was chilling in the corner, saw that the basket was free. He's like, I might as well see what we can do here, and he gets the easy two. Skillings with 10 points and 5 rebounds, so he's had a pretty solid game so far. Here's Thomas of DePaul. DePaul, he's looking. Finds Gunn. Gunn finds Rivera, who takes a three, and that's good. So DePaul is kind of livening up the scoring a little bit, but their defense has fallen apart as Cincinnati is just hitting everything and finding every gap. 42 is your score. And we got a pass here to Skillings in the corner. Back to James. Back to, gosh dang, I can't remember if Bandago. And that one is off the mark. And we do have a foul underneath. And the DePaul coach can't believe the call. So DeMarco's going to check in for Gunn. No, he's checking in for, you sure that is? Riddle of DePaul. Here is DePaul now. They are down 14. 10:34 to go in the second half. Most likely this one. I'm not seeing a comeback here for DePaul. Passing around here is DeMarco. DeMarco passes underneath to Gunn. Nice pass. Couldn't handle it well. Stolen away by Cincinnati. Lukosis with the three. That one is short. It's batted around like it's volleyball. Rebounded by Rivera. Rivera now bringing it up. And it's stolen away. Nice by James. James going to the basket. Drawing the contact. Couldn't even get the shot off. But I believe he was in the shooting motion, so he's going to get 2 shots. As we are going to wait to see if this is going to be a technical foul. Rivera kind of wrapping. I don't know. He kind of lightly taps the neck. I don't know what I don't know. We're going to see what happens here. 56-42 is your score. Still 10:08 left to go in the second half. Thank you for, I believe I gained 2 subscribers since I started this. That's awesome. So I appreciate it. That's great. I am very appreciative of it. Looks like Gunn also touched the basket there, so I don't know if they're going to do a goaltending or not. Again, if there's any other game you'd like me to cover, please let me know. Appreciate it if you subscribed, but also, you have an idea, I'll gladly take your idea. Again, I got one of my best live stream was the Texas Tech Arkansas just 4 days ago, recommended by one of you, and I got 1,000 views on it, and I gained a few subscribers from it. So, I will do my best to listen to you guys, and as we get the call in the field, or court, I should say. But I will do my best to listen and see what you guys want. I do this part-time. I'm a part-time radio guy. I'm a part-time YouTuber, I guess. I don't really know. So I couldn't quite hear what the call was. They didn't really announce it. 56-42 is your score. James is heading to the line for 2. And he's going to make the first. UFL. That's right. I am going to call a UFL. It's a common foul. Common foul. Thank you, Chris. It's like you're also watching. Appreciate it. You can be my my color guy here, as Cincinnati knocks both of them down. I'll probably cover a UFL game too. See what I can do about that. I do miss some football right now, though. I don't know if the NFL. I don't know if I want to watch the Steelers play anytime soon. Here is Benson. Oh, great defense by Cincinnati. And that one is knocked out of bounds. He was trying to find someone to pass to, but they just wouldn't let him, so he just kind of had to throw it up there. DePaul, though, will retain possession. 58-42 is your score. 9:45 left to go in the second half. As Blocker here is going to inbound for DePaul. And he's looking around. He can't believe it. No one's moving. Now we got people moving. Now we got a corner 3 by Gunn. That one is off the mark. Rebounded by Thomas of Cincinnati, who passes it to Reed, I believe. I believe that's Reed. I could be wrong. That is Reed. Thomas driving to the basket. Oh, passes a little bit high. Saved by Mitchell. Mitchell is going to take it. Floating it up for Bandongo, and he slams it home. Michigan Panthers play on Friday. Okay, I mean, if that's something you want to see, if I will do what I can. If that's I'll do what I can. If that's something that we can get viewers on, I'll definitely do it for sure. Michigan Panthers. Benson driving inside, and he is fouled and gets it, though the referee was made a motion that might have canceled. I don't think he canceled it out. I'm not too sure. I know he's heading to the line. I'm not too sure if they're going to count the basket. I believe, okay, they are going to count the basket. Here is the shot from Benson, and Benson makes it a 15-point game. I know it's pretty far away, but you never know. 60-45. Arkansas Texas Tech was a blowout until it wasn't, and then Texas Tech, who was down, I believe, 18? Oh, an alley-oop to Mitchell, and he slams it home. Texas Tech ended up winning that game despite being down by a lot of points with just a few minutes to go. Michigan Panthers is my favorite. USFL. Okay, fair enough. All right, tell you what, I'll if I am not working that day, I will be covering it. Okay, I got you covered here. We got a missed attempt here. Thomas bringing it down for Cincinnati. Cincinnati passing it around beyond the arc. Here is Reed with a three. 65-45. 20-point game. It's back to a 20-point game. I believe Cincinnati was up by this a little bit earlier. Oh, it's stolen away. Bad passes by DePaul. Mitchell with it. He's going to have to slow it down. James with the three. That one is off the mark. Thomas with the rebound. Passes back to James. Corner three. It's good. Unbelievable. DePaul is falling apart. Cincinnati, they are hitting everything now. 68 points. And Cincinnati's average for the season is 70, so they are 2 points away from their average. Here's Blocker with the two, and that one is off the mark. Rebounded by Thomas of Cincinnati. He passes to Reed. Reed going to just take a three. That one is off the mark. Rebounded by Rivera of DePaul. Looks like they're slowing it down a little bit. 23-point game, and Rivera was contacted as he began his drive, and that's a foul. But we're heading to another media timeout. 68-45 is your score. 7:25 left to go in the second half. Cincinnati up by 23. Michigan Panthers. All right, let me look at the UFL. Let me see. I should have that channel. I should have it. UFL schedule. Friday. Okay, 7 o'clock. Or Central Time. I know I'm going to cover the Brahmas and the Battlehawks at 5:30 Sunday. I don't think I'm doing anything Sunday. I don't think I'm working, but I get off at noon time. Friday, if I'm not working, I can do that game for sure. Stallions and Panthers. I didn't get to watch any of the UFL this weekend as I was busy. But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll do 2 games this weekend. Sundays for sure. Fridays, I will do my best. If I'm not working, I will be here. I will be here covering the game. I gotta find a new scorebug because the scorebug website that I use doesn't have UFL games, which I think is ridiculous. So I'll have to find a new one. Find a new scorebug. A commercial break here. Cincinnati up 23 points with 7:25 to go in the second half. 68-45. Let's look at some of the scoring. Leading scores for this one. For Cincinnati, the leading Bearcats. Mitchell with 15 points. James with 13. Bandago with 11. Skillings with 10. For DePaul, they only have 2 players in double digits. Benson with 14. He's only taken 6 shots, but he's made 5 of them. He has 8 rebounds. Seems like they need to get the ball to Benson more down low. And then Rivera with 10 points. He's only taken 4 shots, and he's made. So the leading scorers have shot the ball only 4 times apiece. Or no, they've only missed 1 shot between them. So they are combined 8 for 10. So it seems like they need to be getting more shots. I mean, that seems to be a no-brainer for DePaul. But Gunn has 12 shots, only 9 points. Blocker with 8 shots, he has 5. Amico has 3 shots, no points. Off the bench, Thomas, 7 shots, 7 points. So you can see you probably don't need to have some certain players. So the winner of this game, okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. Oregon State and UCF play. That's in about 2 hours, which I won't be able to cover. But the winner of this game will be playing the winner of Oregon State and UCF, which looks like Cincinnati will be moving on. So the winner of that game will play Cincinnati, barring a monstrous potential comeback by DePaul. But I don't know if that's going to happen. 23 points in 7.5 minutes. It's doable, but unlikely. Here is Rivera with his shot, and he makes the first of the 1-1. 68-46 is your score. And here's the second. And that one bounces around, and it's good. Inbounding to Thomas. Again, Cincinnati going right to left on your YouTube screen. Passing it around. Here's Mitchell. Passes to Reed. Passes to Lukausis. I'll say Lukausis, not Lukosis. That sounds pretty terrible. Reed. Passes to Lukausis. Lukausis with it, and he drains the 3. Lukosis sounds like some sort of disease. It probably is. I don't know. It just sounds bad. Lukausis. Calcius. There we go. Thomas with it. Passes to DeMarco. To Gunn. Here's Rivera. Driving inside is Rivera. Trying to get some space. Fadeaway jumper. It's in and out. Rebounded by Mitchell of Cincinnati. Cincinnati bring it up. 6:30 left to go in this one. Cincinnati enjoying a 24-point lead. Mitchell finds Thomas for a deep 3. It's good. Oh, my goodness. What a shot. He's even smiling. That was a deep shot from the logo, albeit this logo is pretty big. Thomas with it of DePaul. DeMarco with the 3, and he tries to match, but he couldn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Lukausis. Here's Mitchell taking it underneath, and he is fouled, or someone was fouled. Bearcats 8 for 20 from the 3. So, I mean, that number was in the 20 percentile earlier. So, they definitely have picked it up. There it is. So, they are 6 of 11 from 3 in the second half. I mean, that is better than 50%. That's a deal they will make every time. Here's Blocker of DePaul down by 27 points. Not the game that they all thought they would have. Gunn passes to Benson underneath. Benson trying to get some space, trying to find someone. Oh, his pass is stolen by Thomas, who passes to Skillings. It's stolen away by Blocker, but he runs out of bounds with it. Couldn't quite maintain possession. Day Thomas in an A. That was a deep 3. That was a deep 3. Inbounding is Lukausis. Passes to Reed. Reed with it. Reed looking. Finds Thomas. Thomas with it. Loses the ball briefly. Gets it back. Oh, nice move. Jump shot too. I believe it was blocked. And it's knocked out of bounds by Reed of Cincinnati trying to save it. But it's going to be DePaul ball. 5:15 left to go in the second half. Cincinnati up by 27, so it's not over, but it's over. Here's Blocker with it. Driving inside briefly, looking for someone to pass to. Here's Thomas of DePaul. DePaul with the shot, and it's good. It falls. Cuts the lead to 25. I'm just kidding. I mean, it is actually a 25-point lead, but you ain't cutting into much. 74-49. Cincinnati going to take their time. Oh, never mind. Here's Reed with the little fadeaway jumper. That's short. Thomas gets it of DePaul. He's driving fast. Floater. It's good. Nice back-to-back shots by Thomas. And that's going to, believe, a timeout or a media timeout. I'm not too sure. 23-point game. Cincinnati up 74-51 over DePaul in the first round of the college basketball crown tournament. Very interesting tournament. Not too sure about it. .428 to go, so not much time remaining. Almost a 2-hour game. Well, I guess it's going to go over 2 hours. Started at 2 or 2 Central Time. Are you an Ohio guy? You from Ohio, Chris? And I'm from Pennsylvania. Don't live there, though. I live in Texas. Texas guy now. Forcefully moved when I was just 8 years old. Had no control. Though Texas, hey, it's not a bad state to live in. Showing my bracket here. I don't know if you filled out a bracket, Chris, but I went ahead and filled out my NCAA bracket like everyone else did, and I had pretty much all the ones make it. So I know really risky choices, right? But it's the only bracket I did, so that's where I do say it was kind of cool because, again, many people fill out 20, 25 brackets like, oh, you got one right. Oh, yeah, congratulations. But I got them. I did my one bracket. All my Final Four is intact. So if Florida and Houston win, I'm going to be banking on some nice points as I'll move up definitely. I believe it's like I get 320. See full breakdown. Yeah, I get 320 or 160 for each game. When do they play again? April 5th. What is that? That's Friday. No. That's Saturday. Okay. All right. We are working our way back here. 4:28 left to go in this one. I don't think they're going to a overtime. Oregon State gets ready, doing some interesting exercises. As we await. 74-51 is your score. 4:28 left to go in the second half. Cincinnati going right to left on your YouTube screen. Cincinnati in huge control. Skilling's pass is stolen. Here's Gunn. He loses it at the basket. Griffith with it of Cincinnati. He passes to Thomas, who hands it off to Zealot, who misses. Benson gets it, and he passes to Blocker of DePaul. Blocker taking it inside. He passes to Benson, and he tries to slam it home, but he is fouled. You were born in Lowell, Massachusetts, or Lowell, Massachusetts. Moved to Tallahassee, Florida in 2000. Okay, cool. So you could be like a Florida man if you're ever in a. If there's ever a story about the Florida man, I'm going to think of you from now on. Benson. First shot is in and out. I went to Massachusetts. I have a gamer friend that lives up there, and I went to visit him. We met in It was just outside of Boston. Stoll or Stoughton, something like that. As Griffith takes it inside and gets the easy 2. I picked North Carolina to win. Okay. When are they? I know they didn't have a good tournament. Inbounding, or not inbounding, pardon me. It's stolen away. Still thinking on and that pass was stolen as well. And we had a hard foul there by Thomas of Cincinnati. I was still thinking of winning North Carolina. I guess I can check it right now. I have access to it right on my computer screen. North Carolina, where did you guys? Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. They lost in the first round. Lost to Ole Miss. Made it 3 rounds deep. They lost to Michigan State, who lost to Auburn. Yeah, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. Oh, yeah, that was a hard foul. He landed pretty hard on the court. 3:16 left to go in the second half. John 3:16. It's a verse, or you're a wrestling fan, Austin 3:16. Either or. Either or. As he is still on the ground. Blocker is the one that took the heavy shot there, or the heavy fall, I should say. 24-point game. Cincinnati up by, I just said that. I don't know. I'm just trying to fill in the time as we're just kind of waiting for the inevitable here. Cincinnati's going to win this game. 24 points in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. It's pretty tough. You had Connecticut in the women's. I think I filled out a women's. Let's see if I can. I picked South Carolina. My pick is still in. And UConn is still in for your pick. So, hey, look at that. Let's see. Who did I picked UCLA over USC. So, I have 3 of the 4 teams remaining. I picked all chalk in both of them. Apparently, I know I picked chalk for most of the picks in this one. So, I have South Carolina over UCLA. Well, so yeah, UConn still, your women's pick is definitely still in it. So good luck. They play, I believe, Friday. As I'm not too sure if he made it or not. I was looking away. I know there's a loud heckler that hates DePaul, apparently. He's just screaming. He misses that one. Thomas with the 3 for DePaul. It's no good. Gunn trying to slam it home. But I believe he was fouled as he didn't make it, but there might have been contact there. So I believe he's heading to the line. As this is where a lot of the stoppages happened in basketball towards the end of the game, which makes this 3 minutes drag out and for about 20 minutes. Freaking dumb. The screaming by that one heckler is it's pretty ridiculous. I don't if you're listening to it, Chris. The other show. He's a Utah Utes fan. He has a huge chain around his neck. That guy is a character. That guy is ridiculous. 76-54 as he makes them both. 3:07 left to go in the second half. Here is Thomas. Thomas looking. He's facing the double team. Finds Zealot, who passes to Skillings, who misses it. Rebounded by Rivera of DePaul. DePaul trying to get some points here. It's blocked. And there is a foul. Oh, they're going to say goaltending. Goaltending by Cincinnati. So that's going to give DePaul 2 points. 76-56. They're already putting the copyright up there. It's over. 20-point game here with 2:40 to go in the second half. Cincinnati, you have to imagine they're just going to hold on to the ball. They're chilling. DePaul playing pretty tight defense. Here is Skillings with it. Double teaming him softly. Here's Thomas. Thomas is jacking up a 3, and that's good. 79-56 is your score. And here is Thomas of DePaul. Thomas looking, finds Gunn, who shoots a three. It's good. So he answers right back. It's still a 20-point game now. 79-59. Thomas floats it to Reed. Reed with it. Facing the double team. Finds Skillings. I was going to say Skillet for some reason. Skillings rolls it in there for two. 81-59. 22-point game. 1 minute, 40 seconds, and counting. Here is Thomas. Thomas passes to Rivera for three. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Reed of Cincinnati, who passes to Thomas. This one is pretty much over. I'll just, of course, stay to finish it out. No reason for me to cut it off with a minute left. They're just chilling with the ball. I mean, it's all but over here, except for the time. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. He's just going to jack up a two, and it's good. Thomas has been pretty much automatic the last 10 minutes of game time. Here's Thomas of DePaul. And his pass is off the mark. Benson had it, then it's knocked away. Cincinnati playing fast. Here's Skillings, finds Griffith for a corner three, but Griffith literally dribbles the ball out of bounds. He lost possession there. 47 seconds to go in this one. As DeMarco, Benson and DeMarco head to the bench here. Here is Thomas. Passes to Rivera. Rivera finds Gunn. Gunn with it. It's good. 83-61 is your score. This one's all but over. Here is Skillings. 6 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As this one again, pretty much over. 83-61, 14, 13, 12, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is a shot clock violation as they were just going to chill the whole time. So DePaul's going to get the last possession here. Here's Thomas with it. Thomas dribbling, and he loses the ball. Oh, no, Cincinnati has it, and that's going to do it. Cincinnati cruises to a blowout win, 83-61, in the opening round of the College Basketball Crown Tournament. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Christopher, for the subscription. And Lyrical, you tuned in earlier, and I appreciate your comments. I appreciate everybody's comments. It helps me out. Lyrical, hopefully you subscribe. If you didn't, well, it's cool. I get it. But I will catch you guys later. Thank you again, Christopher, for keeping me company towards the end there. And I will see you guys later right here on this channel. Peace.